Hey there, it's Karen Doyle Buckwalter joining you from Chaddock here for another tip out of the book, Raising the Challenging Child. Now this tip comes from the final third of the book. That section of the book is about preparing for success. So it talks about, a lot of different proactive strategies that parents can be doing in order to prevent behavioral problems from even happening. It's much easier to prevent behaviors from happening than to squelch them or try to stop them once they're in motion. And so this is actually from section 24 of the book, and it is about staying alert to what your child really needs. So one of the things that we talk about throughout the book is the fact that all behavior has meaning. And the misbehavior or behaviors that your child is doing that are difficult or seem annoying to you are generally being done to express an unmet need of some sort. So we always say, look beneath the behavior. You've heard me talk about that in previous tips. So if you're gonna look at what's really going on for your child, one way to do this that I have found is so helpful is to think about the 4 dimensions that we teach in TheraPlay and we talk about in the book. Those are structure, engagement, nurture, and challenge. So one of the things that I like to teach parents to do is, if your child is seeming like they're on the edge of misbehaving, or things aren't going well and it's looking like you're going to have some problems, before that happens, this is the proactive part, think about these 4 dimensions: structure, engagement, nurture, and challenge. They spell out sense. Not correctly, but it's still a good way to remember it. S-E-N-C. Structure. Does my child need to have more structure, more boundaries? Is it just like too much looseness with what is going on in my home right now? Is there some way that I could add structure? Or even play a quick game that has structure in it. Something like red light, green light is a great game where you're helping the child by playing red light, green light, begin to control some of their impulses and things like that. So that's structure. Do I need more structure in the environment? Is that why my child is struggling, and how can I add that? The next dimension is engagement. Is my child bored? Are they needing to just feel more connected to me? One activity that we often use in TheraPlay to promote engagement and connection is a hand clapping game. It could be a very simple one, such as patty cake for a younger child, or something more involved like Miss Mary Mac for an older child. The next dimension, nurture. Maybe your child is seeming really cranky and tired. So think of what you could do to nurture them. Do they need a drink? Do they need a snack? Could you suggest that the 2 of you just rest and cuddle on the couch for 5 or 10 minutes? I know all of these things take time, but in general, doing these things proactively and not having a behavioral problem or a major meltdown is going to make the day go much better. The last one is challenge. Does my child need some kind of challenge? This can also relate to boredom or not feeling very good about themselves. So you could give them a real simple challenge that they could do. Hey, let's see, say your chore is that you need to clean up your toys, or you need to put something away, or something like that. Let's put it on the timer. Let's see if you can do this in 60 seconds or 2 minutes, and then give lots of accolades and excitement when they're able to do it in that amount of time. So this is all ways to look beneath whatever behavior your child is having and think about structure, engagement, nurture, and challenge. Is there one of those that seems like would be helpful to my child for me to add to the environment or to what's going on between us. And I think that you will find that this proactive way of interacting with your child will keep some of those more difficult behaviors from happening. So thanks for joining me today.